Not Pepe Your Talk or Pepper Talk. People always get it wrong, but it's whatever. Hey everyone, I'm Dior, the founder of Pepper Your Talk, and I am introducing you to me today and to the brand. So get ready, it's gonna be a good one. So well done to my mum for naming me Dior, because that was the first stepping stone to my career. Secondly, I wanted to be a model, only because I was really skinny when I was younger, like super skinny. That died. Wanted to be a designer, went to college and realized that I'm so not good at using these. I'm so bad at using my hands to create things. I'd rather use this. So designing was out of the question. And then my third ambition was to be a PR girl. Purely because people always told me, Dior, you are great at talking and you are really, really good at engaging people and being confident. Okay. Yeah, that's it actually, yeah. Got it all figured out, I'm gonna be a PR girl. Did not know what PR was. Honestly, for a long time I didn't know what PR was. I was just riding with the fact that people said, hey, be that. So I was like, yeah, cool, okay, cool. It's actually funny when you think about it. Then I went to the London College of Fashion to study art and design foundation course for a year. That's actually where I met Brini. Then I went to UCA, did a fashion promotion degree. Holding on really tight actually to these PR dreams. Bearing in mind, never ever did an internship. I'd done an internship in like yesteryear, like a long time before, but not whilst I was in uni, which is so stupid. One of the silly points of my career, like who did I think I was? You have to intern to get somewhere. But anyway. So once I finished uni, I went to the place where most people go when they finish, and that's retail. Guys, when you graduate and you have a degree, it's like this, you feel as though this holiness, this greater than thou thing has come over you, and I just thought, why am I in retail still? Like, why am I still working in a department store? I have an education. I just felt, and rightly so, you know, because I'd worked hard the 3 years. I missed the first by 3 points. I'm still bitter about that to today, you know. I worked hard at uni. So I just thought, why am I working in a shop? And it's crazy because I used to love that job. I really did. Customer interaction was my favorite thing. I had repeat customers. I had great sales targets. Like I hit my sales targets. I did really well, but I just didn't feel like it was for me anymore. It wasn't where I was supposed to be anymore. So I was very frustrated. Honestly, no joke, I worked 6 days a week. I worked Monday through to Saturday and only had Sundays off in the first 2 years that I was working in Harvey Nicks. Now that I had graduated, I barely did 2 or 3 days because I was with an agency. So I chose the days I got to work. And honestly, I barely did 2 or 3 days because I just felt like I'm not supposed to be. I don't enjoy this. Like, I really needed to make big girl moves, and I've been working there since I was a small girl, so it was time to move on. My agency called me and said, Dior, Burberry love you. They love having you work in their department. Do you want to work in their sample cell? Of course I did. I was like, hell yeah, I want to work in their sample cell. And I devised this really clever plan of printing out my CV, not even walking, marching up to the PR and marketing department and selling myself, like as in, hey, I'm Dior, I am who you need on your team, I'm the girl. Like I really prepped myself for that moment, like, Dior, you're going to do this, you are going to be her, like the one, you're going to fulfill your dreams. I worked in the sample cell for about 5 consecutive days. Can I tell you, I never did it. I didn't even print off the CV. I didn't do that. I rated myself so much, but for what? Because I didn't even have the guts to do what I really wanted to do. So yeah, that never worked out. And it was coming up to, I think it was my last day, and I said, Dior, if you don't do it today, you are never going to do it. And I still didn't do it. And that's so embarrassing because I like to think I'm a go-getter, but clearly not. Well, that was 3 years ago, so it's fine. But on the last day working in the sample cell, the head of security came up to me, like not just security, but the head of, yeah, security for the whole Burberry head office came up to me and said, hey, you work really hard, like I've noticed how hard you've been working. What store have you come from? Because the people that usually work in the sample cell have been recruited from different stores like Vista and stores all over the place, the outlet in Hackney. And I was like, oh no, I don't work for Burberry, I work for an agency, but I've been asked to work here for a couple of days and I've really enjoyed it. And he was like, oh, okay. And so why is it that you're working for the agency? What do you do? And I explained that I just graduated and I really wanted to work in PR. And he said, oh, do you know what? I know someone that works within that department. I was like, really? Do you? No, I played it really cool and I was like, oh, that would be amazing. Like even if it's just an introduction, just so they can like get to know me or see my face or whatever. And he did that for me. He literally hooked me up. I had an interview with, I wouldn't even call it an interview, it was an informal chat, and I came in 3 days later and I met with Amanda, who is amazing. She was my manager whilst I was at Burberry. Yeah, I met with Amanda and she was just, yeah, she really liked me and she said, hey, the internship's 5 weeks, like are you free for 5 weeks? So I started my internship in August, so the 5 weeks ended right at the point where Fashion Week started. That was a really hectic time. They kept me on as a temp for Fashion Week. That was a really hectic time. So you don't really have time to take anything in. You're just doing and being. Then after, they kept me on for a further couple of weeks and I got interviewed for the full-time position and all that type of stuff. And I feel like as soon as I was made permanent, it hit me like, Dior, this doesn't happen to many people. You know, you're lucky. You're really lucky that you've made it to this position. But what are you doing? I didn't know what I was doing. I knew how to do my job, which is very different to knowing what you're doing. I knew how to do my job, and I knew how to do my job very well. I didn't know who I wanted to be in the industry. Like, I would look around me and I felt, it wasn't to do with anything to do with ethnicity or background or anything like that. It was simply based on the fact that this was my first experience of really being in a head office, really being where I wanted to be, like really achieving something. And I didn't know how I wanted to move forward with it. So I spent, I would say, the next year or so soaking up guys, no one knows this at Burberry. I would monitor what programs people would watch, what people would eat, who they spoke to, who was who, where do they go on the weekends, do they do after work? I literally soaked in everything and no one knows this, so it's quite embarrassing saying it. But yeah, I was a sponge. I looked around, I was really present in the moment and really tried to take everything in, and that has formed who I am today. Actually, I learned a lot in that position. There were a few women in the office and like the overall building, it's a huge building, that really stood out to me, and I would watch them and how they behaved in meetings and how they spoke and how they carried themselves and how they worked their way up. I really just paid attention to all of that, and I just thought, wow, I didn't consider any of this stuff before I started working here. Like, uni prepared me to an extent, like that much, but the practical experience is something that you can't top. You have to be there to experience it. And I thought, no, there has to be a better way, because I do not know how to negotiate a salary. I do not know when I'm eligible for a pay rise. I do not know how I can work. But I didn't know, and I just knew how to do my job, and that was it. That was it. And I was good at it. So I could have easily gotten comfortable and thought, yeah, you're doing enough, so it's fine. But no, I thought, no, let me learn. So I learned as much as I could, and it was amazing because the position I was in, my job, press samples assistant, I got to connect with everyone in the building. Anyone that needed press samples would come to me. I got to speak to product development, showroom, wholesale, brand protection, press. who else? Like so many departments, so many departments. And I would speak to each person and find out what they merchandising, speak to them and see, like ask them what they do, like what is your everyday and what is your job like and what are you working on. So I learned a lot about the overall business of fashion, and I just thought, look how much I've learned. I want to pass this knowledge on to people who do not even don't have this experience, but who don't need to have this experience to learn this, you know? I want people to come into the industry feeling 110%. I went into the industry feeling, honestly, 50%. I knew a bit. The other half, liked it, winged it completely. I didn't know how to do a lot of stuff. Do you know what? I didn't even know how. This is so funny. I didn't know how to navigate my emails. It sounds silly, but if you haven't used Outlook before, you don't know how to do it. And I didn't. I learned everything from scratch. It's remarkable how much you need to know. I didn't even know how to act in a meeting. Seriously. I didn't know a lot. Which is crazy for someone who's always studied fashion. But I didn't know a lot. I was good at fashion. I had this innate desire to learn about the industry. I knew editors and designers, and I knew about trends, and I knew loads of marketing and just bits and bobs that I had read, but I didn't know how to really perform within the industry. I was clueless, honestly. And I just thought to myself, I wish I knew. I wish I was prepared a bit more. And then I got the idea for Pepper Your Talk. Pepper Your Talk, literally pepper yourself up, boost yourself up, be ginger, be peppered. Be peppered. Have that seasoning, have that flavor about you. So this is a bit about me and my fashion background and how I came up with the idea for the company. I know I am taking forever to produce this website, but it's coming, okay? Stop being impatient. No, I'm joking. It's coming, honestly, it's coming, and when it comes, you'll love it. I have no doubt. But bear with me for now. And get to know me for now, you know, guys. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Imagine you get to your friend's house and she's not ready or he's not ready. What usually ends up happening? You sit in the front room with their parents. It's exactly what you're doing with me. I am Pepper Your Talk's mum. Pepper Your Talk is not ready yet. So we're just sitting here having a chat, except it's not awkward and it's not weird, and I'm not asking you weird questions that that you're scared to answer. I'm actually doing all the talking, so it's perfect. So yeah, I'm Pepper's mum. We're sitting together and we're having a good chat until she's ready, okay? And if you don't want to do that, well actually you can't say no to your friend's parent, so you kind of have to. So thank you, guys. Pepper's mum. I'm actually a MILF. But no, seriously, I hope you've enjoyed my introduction. This is me, I am Dior, I'm Pepper Your Talk's mum. I am rushing to get the website ready for you guys, and I am on YouTube. I'm doing this for you so that you're not bored in the interim and you really get to know me until the time's right. So yeah, thank you for watching. There will be more. Send in your questions, anything you want to know about me, my past experience, Burberry, Pepper, my friend. No, I'm joking. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. It is @PepperYourTalk. Twitter, the same handle, Pepper Your Talk. You can comment down below. I see people do this all the time. Comment down below. So yeah, I'm going to say it too. Comment down below. You can also email me. Sign up on the website. That is the website right there. Right there. We have a holding page up for you guys to subscribe. Subscribe, please. Send your email addresses. Okay, now I'm begging. But yeah, send your email addresses, subscribe, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye now. Actually, I'm also a single mum of Pepper Your Talk. Pepper has no dad. Pepper has no family. Like, guys, if you want to get involved, yeah, I will accept you because my baby needs some family. So please, come on board. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, no, I'm joking, I ain't got Pinterest. I don't even know how to use Pinterest. But yeah, comment down below, subscribe, do all of that great stuff that YouTubers talk about. And I'll be back soon. Ta-ta! Bye-bye! I'm in really tight clothes today. I don't feel comfortable. I wish I never wore this shirt. It's just drama. It's just drama, seriously. So dramatic. I'm out of focus. In focus. Out of focus. Okay, the recorder is on and I'm about to start. And I'm going to tell you my story. Hi! I'm telling you my story today, listen up. Hi everyone. Okay, Dior, start. I just burped. And I want to start again. Yeah.